Okay, this is probably going to be a short video because my daughter is upset that I won't let her in, but she locked herself out anyway. So, I am Arisha, and this is 40, Life After 40. And I thought I would come on because I just had the most amazing weekend. Like, started off kind of sad because my grandmother was in the hospital, and so I went to go and see her and take care of her and help her. And that was amazing. I got to have her all to myself. And listen, I don't know about you, but if you're over 40 and you still have your grandparents, you better cherish them because they have so much wisdom and so much knowledge. And so I got to spend time with her to myself and, just talk to her and help her and be there for her, which a lot of times we don't get a chance to do that for people that we love because we have our own things going on. Yeah, so it was amazing. And so she got to come home and I got to see my grandfather and talk to him. And today, like, my dad asked me to preach. And he asked me yesterday, but he allowed me to. And man, it was the very first time that I actually got to preach on a Sunday in front of his congregation. And I don't know about you guys, but when your parents are preachers, being able to bless them in their pulpit is a big thing because not every preacher lets their child get in their pulpit. Not every preacher lets anybody get in their pulpit. Let's just be real. But it was awesome. And I was grateful because I don't know, like making your parents proud, even after you're 40, means something. You don't, to me, it's like you're always going to be their child. No matter how old you get, you're still going to always be your parents' child. And so to me, that was like the highest praise. But also just the deepest honor and privilege as a child. And my mom and my dad were divorced when I was young. And so it's been if you are a product of divorce, it's a rocky road. And you go through so many different things mentally, emotionally, physically. And so, this being able to, sorry, my mom is excited. You see my nails is, coming off and all kinds of things. Just kind of settling down and getting comfortable so I can rest after being on the road. But anyway, going through the life of a child of a broken family is not easy. And even, with my own personal life, having to go through a divorce with my first husband, it's been hard for my sons. And so if I could give you any wisdom out of the 41 years of living, it would be to really still love. It's to love in spite of, to love everything that you have. Love your parents, love your life, love your children, love the paths or the pain, love all of the experiences that you have because they all matter. Everything that you go through, it matters because you use that experience to help somebody else. Yeah, you use that experience to help someone else grow. And seeing my grandmother smile, knowing that I came to be with her and to serve, it's priceless. Like, it's just priceless. And so if you have people in your life that are older, please love on them. Go and check on them. See about them. If I would have to take all my kids, I was going because you just never know when it's their last. We've had a lot of deaths in our family within the last couple of months. And so I don't take anything for granted anymore. And, when you're 40 or over 40, you think you have all this time or you think you've wasted so much time. Like, it's kind of like you're in not midlife crisis, but you're in the balance and trying to figure out if what you're doing is right or if you need to change directions or like that. So I just know that you learn when you get older that the little things matter. You know, the small details make all the difference in the world. And, you know, for me, like I have both my parents. Like I'm so grateful for my mom because my mom always comes through in the clutch for me. Like my mom always understands and she's always supports me. And so um, it's a blessing. So if you have problems with your mom, or if you're having struggles with your mom, you know, you got to forgive and love in spite of, because being a mom myself, I realized that they're human too. We're human too. We don't know everything. You know, we try to do the best that we can with what we have, but we just have to have grace, you know, give grace sometimes. Just give grace. So if you have your parents or people who've taken care of you, reach out to them and tell them how much you love them and how special they are to you, because you never know when it's going to be their last moment, their last day, their last time. You never know what's going to be your last day. So this was just a great day, and I don't have a recording of the message, and I wanted it that way because I felt like it was just for God and for those who were there. It wasn't for everyone to be seen. It wasn't for the world to see. It was just before God, you know, to honor the gift that He gave to me, and honor my father, my dad, and what He allowed me to do. I didn't feel like it needed to be recorded. I felt like the people that were there are the people who needed to hear it, and that was what God wanted, and I was grateful for that. Now, maybe the next time I might record it or something, but this time, first time, it's just something that I'll have in my heart, and it'll be something that the people that were there will have in their hearts, and my dad will have in his, and God most definitely will know. Like, you know, God never forgets. Okay, well, He forgets the sin, but He always remembers our good deeds. And I'm just grateful and so blessed for that. And so if you're watching this, you're blessed, you know, because somebody didn't have that opportunity, but you do. And if you're having a bad day, I hope that you get lifted. And I hope, okay, not lifted like high, but lifted in a way that you know that you're important and you're special and you have a gift and you have a talent, and you know, you just have to follow your gut, follow your first mind. So my grandmother always says, because she says that's what my great grandfather always would say is follow your first mind, because to me that's your spiritual mind, that's your gut, that's that mind. And so just do whatever you feel like God would want you to do, and roll with that. You know, whatever gives you peace, whatever gives you joy, whatever gives you just the satisfaction of knowing that you did your best, that's what you give. That's what you offer to the world. And that's what I'm learning now. Like, I don't have to do anything magical or special or anything. Like, I just can do what I really love, and it's valuable. People need it. People want to hear it, and that's for every person, you know. And so I challenge you to figure out what it is that brings you joy, figure out what it is that makes you happy, and follow that path, you know, stick with that. Because when you try to do other things, it never works out. I'm telling you, I've tried a million different things, and the only thing that seems to work out are the things I'm most passionate about: dance and preaching the word, speaking the gospel. So I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. And what's wrong? My baby's crying, so I'll see you guys. Bye.